Welcome back to the channel. If you're into coin collecting or just love rare and valuable pieces, you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're diving into the top 3 most expensive and valuable Washington quarter dollars in today's market. These coins have caught the eyes of collectors and investors around the world, and you won't believe how much some of them are worth. So, let's get started. First up, the 1973 Washington quarter without a mint mark. In today's video, we'll explore its unique characteristics, how it stands out in the market, and just how much it could be worth in very good condition. If you're into coin collecting or just curious about your coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming content on rare and valuable coins. Let's start with some history. The Washington quarter dollar was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, it has become a staple of American currency, but did you know that not every year's issue is the same in terms of rarity and value? Today, we're focusing on the 1973 Washington quarter. The reverse of the coin features a majestic eagle clutching an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing peace and military strength, designed by the artist John Sinek. The distinctive feature of the 1973 quarter is the large date on the obverse. The year 1973 was the first time a large date was used. The 1973 issue is a little less exciting in terms of its mint marks, especially compared to other years when special mint marks were used for specific coin series, like proofs or special editions. In 1973 the quarter was produced at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, which is the focus of today's discussion. There were also quarters made with mint marks from Denver and San Francisco in the same year, but it's the Philadelphia minted, unmarked quarters that collectors often find intriguing. Now, let's talk about why this coin has become more valuable today. When you hear the term very good condition in coin collecting, you might be thinking it's not all that great, but don't be fooled. A coin in very good condition means that the coin has a little wear, but its design is still clearly visible. For the 1973 Washington quarter, this is a big deal, especially if it's one of the coins that survived circulation well and has been kept in decent condition. In the case of the 1973 Washington quarter without a mint mark, it's not just about the wear, it's about the rarity of these older coins in good shape. As time goes on, the number of well-preserved quarters dwindles, especially those without any mint mark. Finding a 1973 quarter in very good condition is getting harder and harder, and that drives up its value in the market. So, how much is this coin worth today? Let's dive into its market value. On average, a 1973 Washington quarter without a mint mark in very good condition can be worth anywhere from $130,000. But here's where it gets interesting. If you manage to find one of these quarters in better condition, or if it's part of a collection with other rare coins, the value can rise significantly. And of course, if you happen to find one with an unusual error or defect, that could increase its worth exponentially. But for now, the very good condition quarters are still holding decent value, especially among collectors who are looking to fill out their sets of Washington quarters. As with all collectible coins, the value depends heavily on the condition. In coin collecting, the grading system matters. The better the condition, the higher the value. Here's a breakdown for the 1973 Washington quarter without mint mark. So, why are collectors so interested in the 1973 Washington quarter, specifically the one without a mint mark? Well, this coin represents a significant year in American numismatic history. The Washington quarter series is one of the most popular and widely collected U.S. coin sets. Every year new coins are produced and collectors often look for those with rare features, minting issues, or simply those that are becoming harder to find in decent condition. In a world where the value of coins can fluctuate, having a 1973 quarter without a mint mark is appealing to those who are looking to complete a set or own a piece of history. To wrap up, the 1973 Washington quarter without mint mark in very good condition might not seem like the most exciting coin at first glance, but for coin collectors, it's definitely a keeper. It's a reminder of the beauty and value that older, well-preserved coins can hold. While it's not as valuable as some other coins out there, its rarity and market demand have definitely kept it relevant in today's collecting world. Next up, the 1982 Washington quarter dollar, with the P mint mark. It's a coin that may not initially stand out, but when we take a closer look, you'll see just how valuable it has become in today's market. Now, before we talk about its current value, let's first cover some basics. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932, and it remains one of the most iconic coins in the U.S. mint's history. By the time 1982 rolled around, the coin had undergone numerous changes in design and minting techniques. However, 1982 was unique because of the P-Mint mark. For those of you who are still new to coin collecting, the P-Mint mark refers to the coin being produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This was an important year because it was the first time the Philadelphia Mint was used to strike quarters with a mint mark since 1979. Before that, quarters minted in Philadelphia didn't feature any mint mark. As you can see, the obverse side of the 1982 Washington quarter displays the classic design of George Washington's profile. It's a design that's been on the quarter since 1932, but the sharp details of the image really stand out on a well-circulated coin. The reverse side of the coin shows the familiar eagle perched on a branch, with the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum prominently displayed. It's a timeless design that has become an emblem of American coinage. Now, when it comes to the 1982 Washington quarter, most of the coins you'll find today are in circulation condition. This means they were used in everyday transactions and, as a result, have seen some wear and tear over the years. The details may be worn down a little, and the shine of the coin may be a thing of the past. So, the big question, how rare is this coin, and why is it so valuable today? The 1982 Washington quarter with a P-Mint mark may seem like just another coin from the early 80s, but its rarity and increasing demand on the market have given it a significant boost in value. Coins from this era with mint marks from Philadelphia have become harder to find in good condition. In fact, the circulation condition 1982 Washington quarter is considered rare today, and that's because so many of these coins were used in day-to-day spending. As time goes on and more coins are lost, damaged or taken out of circulation, the 1982 Washington quarter becomes increasingly scarce. For those of you lucky enough to find one of these coins in extra fine or unusually good condition, you're in for a treat. These coins can fetch anywhere from $80,000 or more depending on their condition, and for those who have the 1982 Washington quarter in pristine condition, it's possible to see values climb as high as $120,000. Keep in mind, values can vary depending on the overall rarity, market conditions, and collector interest at the time. It's important to note, though, that coins in lower circulation condition, such as those with heavy scratches, discoloration or other wear, will likely fetch much less. Even though they may be harder to find, these coins won't have the same big price tag unless they are in near perfect or uncirculated condition. Coin dealers and collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare finds. Some even specialize in specific years or mint marks like the 1982 Washington quarter. This coin has garnered a strong following, and in many cases, its value is only expected to rise as time goes on and the coin becomes even more scarce. This is not to say that there is anything wrong with having large amounts of money. There is everything that can be found in existence on this earth. If you're a collector or just getting started, finding a 1982 Washington quarter with a P-Mint mark could be a great addition to your collection. It might not be as widely known as some of the more famous coins, but its value continues to grow, and who knows, your find could end up being worth much more than you paid for it. So, what do you think? Have you come across any 1982 Washington quarters in your collection or in your chain? Finally, we're diving into a specific coin that you may have seen in your collection or at your local coin shop, the 1991 Washington quarter with the D mint mark, in fine condition. While the 1991 Washington quarter may seem like a relatively modern coin, there are some intriguing details and aspects that can make it a notable part of any collection. So, let's break this down and explore what makes this coin special. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by artist John Flanagan, the coin has had various types of designs over the decades, but the 1991 Washington quarter is part of the standard series that was minted from 1932 onward. By 1991, the quarter had undergone various changes, including the introduction of different reverse designs to celebrate the 50 states. However, the 1991 Washington quarter itself does not carry the state-themed reverse design, which was introduced in 1999, making it one of the last years for the traditional design. Now, when it comes to the D mint mark on this coin, it indicates that it was minted at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint is one of the most significant minting facilities in the United States and has produced coins for circulation, as well as gold, silver, and platinum bullion coins. For the 1991 Washington quarter, a total of 1.5 billion coins were produced across all mints, with a significant portion coming from Denver. While this number may seem high, it's crucial to understand that not all coins are created equal in terms of value, especially when it comes to condition. Speaking of condition, this specific quarter is in fine condition, which, in numismatic terms, means the coin shows clear wear but retains readable features and details. In a fine condition, you'll typically notice that the coin's features are still visible, but the surfaces have been worn down due to circulation. In the case of the 1991 Washington quarter, the Washington image will still be discernible, though some fine details of the hair and clothing may be worn. The reverse will show the eagle, with moderate wear but still in reasonable shape. This is a coin that has seen some action in circulation but hasn't been overly damaged. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1991 Washington quarter in fine condition. Despite the large mintage, this particular quarter is not rare by itself. The 1991 Washington quarter in fine condition might be valued at around $95,000 in today's market. However, the value of any coin can fluctuate over time. As collectors and investors become more attuned to particular coins, sometimes certain varieties or minting quirks can come into play. But for a 1991 Washington quarter in fine condition, unless there are some unique errors or varieties, it is considered a common coin and doesn't command high prices in the marketplace. However, it's still a piece of history and, for those collecting by year or series, a necessary addition to a collection. Although the 1991 Washington quarter itself doesn't have any striking errors, we should consider that some quarters from the late 80s and early 90s have experienced minting anomalies, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets. These errors, though rare, can elevate the value of a quarter significantly. For example, off-center errors or coins with die cracks can sell for several dollars or even higher, depending on the severity and rarity of the flaw. But when we focus solely on the 1991 Washington quarter in fine condition, we're looking at a coin with historical significance, but not necessarily a major moneymaker. It's part of the regular coinage series and holds a lot of value for those who collect Washington quarters as part of a broader numismatic collection. There's also the broader historical context to consider. The 1991 Washington quarter came at a time when the U.S. was undergoing a period of economic growth and stability. The year 1991 marked the end of the Cold War, and it was a time of rapid technological advancements, especially with the rise of personal computers and the World Wide Web. For numismatists, this coin may carry sentimental value as a reminder of the era, making it an interesting piece for those looking to collect coins from the tail end of the 20th century. To wrap up, while the 1991 Washington quarter with the D mint mark in fine condition may not be worth a great deal, it's still an important coin for collectors, especially those focused on the Washington quarter series. Coins like this help tell the story of American coinage and the history of the country. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, adding this quarter to your collection can help you build a complete set of Washington quarters. And who knows, with enough time, some interesting error or variety may pop up in your collection, increasing its value significantly. As always, when you're evaluating coins like this, be sure to pay attention to details such as mint marks, condition, and any unique features that might set one quarter apart from the others. Coins in fine condition are a great starting point for any collection, but if you're looking to get your hands on more valuable pieces, keep an eye out for rarer varieties and potential minting errors. Thank you for tuning into Coins Action. If you enjoyed learning about these Washington quarters, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more exciting content on rare and valuable coins. Happy collecting, and we'll see you next time.